Bill Wilson here from Wilson Combat. I'm here again with my old buddy Ken Hackathorn. Want to ask Ken a few more questions here. Ken, like me, you've got probably way more firearms than you have any earthly need for, can ever justify, you know, whatever. And it's because we're gun guys. I mean, we're old gun guys. Uh, Tell us about basically the guns that you actually use. I mean, I know you got a lot of really cool stuff in your collection, but tell us about the guns that you use at least on a weekly basis, and why.
Well, again, I routinely carry just day in and day out a 45, and historically the gun I've carried a lot, and it's actually been rebuilt by your shop a couple of times as an old CQB. It's a pretty tired looking gun, but it works fine. I'll be honest with you, Bill, I don't shoot it very much. Maybe every once in a while I'll go down and shoot a magazine or two just so I can have the confidence I know the gun works and I haven't lost it too bad. But I shoot 9mm a lot more. And I weekly, or say on the course of a month, I like guns. Like I get guns I go shoot, may not carry them, but for example, periodically I get an itch and I go shoot revolvers. And I'm a Smith & Wesson guy, so I've got different Smith & Wesson revolvers. I shoot 38s the most of. I've got, Model 15 Combat Masterpiece, Model 19. I shoot a 357. I got a nice 5-inch 27. I do live in a part of the world. I live in kind of the general area that Elmer Keith used to live in. Mm-hmm. And we've got, we do have bears, and we've got wolves, and we've got mountain lions, and we got stuff. So there aren't many bad guys in my part of the world, but there are some critters. So every once in a while, particularly in the winter months or whatever, or up to the winter months, let's face it, once the bears go to sleep, you don't really need it. But every once in a while, I do put, 44 mag on. I've got a 629 I carry once in a while. I've got a couple 1950 Target 44 Special that I like. So, and I enjoy shooting the 44 Special. I don't shoot 44 mags much anymore. But like, again, I shoot 9mm a lot. And if I'm going to go out and train or go someplace, and let's face it, the Glock is the most common pistol in the world. I generally will go dig out a Glock and shoot it before I go do the class, because I try to use what the students use. Mm-hmm. But my training, as you know, is really cutting back. I'm at the point where I'm trying to do less and less. So what I consider, we'll call a range gun, I go down to shoot for fun. I often shoot a 9mm 1911. And, you all made for me a number of years ago a Hackathorn Special in 9mm. And, I shoot it. But I got to be honest with you, shooting less and less 5-inch 9mm 1911s. I'm shooting less. Here over the last, say 6 months or so, I tend to shoot 9mm Commanders more. You guys made me this real nice Hackathorn Special in 9mm. The guys down on Mill Sparks made me this Rich Touche model of the number 1 AT, great holster. I find myself more and more using this, and quite honestly, shooting it. I can go out and shoot it and then stick a magazine of my carry ammo back in it, put it in a holster, and that's kind of the direction I'm going.
So you're shooting the same gun you carry?
I try to.
Yep.
I try to. Once in a while I'll take a 22 pistol to shoot, because it's plinking guns. And every once in a while we kind of go back. We try to relive our youth, and I'll dig out something I haven't shot for years. I like a lot of different guns. I enjoy shooting them, but I have favorites. And I'd have to say now I'm kind of moving towards the direction of, I really like this lightweight Commander 9mm. That's kind of the gun that I have to say is fun to shoot, and I shoot it pretty darn well.
Great. Enjoyed the visit.